Okay, check this out. More birth pains popping up everywhere. We have in Idaho and Wisconsin, it's snowing. It's June 30th, people. It's snowing in Idaho and Wisconsin. In Europe, you have a heat wave going through that's already killed 1,500 people, 109 just in the last 24 hours. Yeah, the heat wave here in America now. Now they're telling us we're running out of fresh water. They don't want it. In certain places, you can't do your laundry. You can't go ahead and bathe. You can't go ahead and, if you do use water, you can't use to wash your dishes. You can't use any of these, swell up your swimming pools, none of that. Why? Glad you asked. All because of the new data centers. They're popping up everywhere across the United States. And the problem with these data centers, a lot of people are fighting them because they're coming in, they're buying people's homes, they're taking them out. If you don't want to sell, too bad, they're going to take it anyway. They throw money at you and bulldoze your house. The importance to get these put up so fast, so quickly is monumental. It's across the United States, and it's the water. The water is the problem. And the reason why is because the computers that run these data centers have to be soaked and put in these pools of water. It can't be salt water out in the ocean because salt corrodes the motors and grinds them up, locks them up, and they're useless. It has to be fresh water, fresh drinking water. And there are a lot of states in the United States that are now suffering, and a lot of rivers are drying up now because of these data centers. They're piping in for these data centers. And these motors are so big they have to be put in these pools of water. And just to give you a scope of just one of these data centers, the biggest one right now is in Utah. And I'm reading off my notes now. Is the biggest one in the United States so far. You can sit almost 10,000 super Walmarts in this area. That's how big. It's twice the size of Manhattan, 40,000 acres of land, and about 162 square miles of land. To give it another scope, you could put 25,000 Olympic swimming pools in this area and have room for parking. Not a problem. They're trying to average 2 in every state. They're being built, like I said, all over the world as well. But that's the biggest one right now is in Utah. Now they're trying to go ahead and build one in. They already got one in Ohio, but they're trying to build another one in Pinkerton. I've been told. A little birdie told me it's in Pinkerton, southern Ohio, somewhere, and that's weird because there's a lot of mountains up there. So I don't know where they're gonna, unless they start shaving off mountains to do it. I don't know. It's supposed to be bigger than the one that's in Utah. And people are already yelling about it. And they have a right to yell about it. I mean, you're taking our drinking water for something that's not even being used. It doesn't even really need to be. And there's a lot of questions around it because of the fact, like I said, we've had, Apple, the cloud and everything, all this around for years. We've never had to have data centers like this before. This is a crock of crap. There's something more going on. I can't shake the feeling of Revelation chapter 13, 16, where it talks about the mark of the beast. And if you haven't read it, go read it. Because of the fact that to track every human being on the planet, you would have to have a system on its own to track your movements. If what the Bible says is true, and I believe it, to go ahead and track all financial purposes of selling, buying, movement, where you're at, where your location is, places where you've been, your body temperature, all this. I mean, when John saw this in Revelation, of course, he's seeing into the future. He did not know. He just called it a mark. This is beyond what he's ever seen before. Today, we have it on our debit cards, credit cards, the little gold chips, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is one of the last steps in setting it up. The B system's been set up already for years now, but I think these data centers popping up, that's one of the last of the major things that they need to do in order for this system to be set up throughout the world. And these data centers will be controlling financial situations, Bitcoin, regular transactions, financial transactions, all this. I mean, it does multiple things, including surveillance, tracking you, these flock cameras, like I said before, going around. I think they will play a major role in when the mark does come out.